Hello, good morning. I am Seema Garg, Associate Professor in Chemistry, SPC Government College, Ajmer. Today, lecture 2 is about Structure and Bonding, Unit 1. It is for Organic Chemistry, Paper 2, BSc Part 1. Today, we will discuss about bond length, bond angle, and bond energy. In previous lecture, we had discussed about the atomic orbital and hybridization. Bond length. Bond length, it is minimum distance between the centers of nuclei of the two bonded atoms at which the attractive and the repulsive forces just balance each other and the potential energy of the system becomes minimum is called the bond length. According to Pauling, the length of a covalent bond is equal to the sum of the covalent radii R of the bonded atoms. So, bond length of molecule AB is equal to radius of A plus radius of B. Bond length can be determined by the X-ray diffraction, electron diffraction, or spectroscopic methods. The magnitude of the bond length depends upon the following factors: size of the atoms. For example, as the size of the halogen atoms increases, the bond length of carbon-halogen bond also increases. See here, the size of iodine is higher than compared to bromine, then compared to chlorine, and then fluorine. So the bond length of carbon iodine is 2.14. It is higher than carbon bromine, then carbon chlorine, and then carbon fluorine. So it depends on the size of the atom. Second factor, it is multiplicity of the bond. As the multiplicity of the bond between two atoms increases, the bond length decreases. See here, carbon-carbon single bond having bond length 1.54 angstrom, carbon-carbon double bond having 1.34 angstrom, whereas carbon triple bond having 1.20 angstrom. Third factor, it is type of hybridization. Since a p orbital is much bigger in size than an s orbital of the same cell, therefore as we go from sp3, sp2, sp, the percentage of p character is decreasing. So according to the size of the orbital decreases in the sp3, sp2 and sp. Since a bigger orbital forms a longer bond, and if it is decreasing, the bond length is also decreasing. See here, in sp3 means carbon single bond, right? Here p character is higher, 75%, whereas in carbon triple bond, it is p character is only 50%. So bond length, because as we told you that the p character means p orbital having size its size is higher compared to s orbital. So p character in carbon triple bond carbon having less, only 50%. So its bond distance is also decreasing. Similarly, in sp3 hybridized carbon, when it is attached to hydrogen, its bond length is higher compared to sp2 hybridized carbon compared to sp hybridized carbon hydrogen. So see here p character in this molecule is also higher, means 75%, it is 66 and it is 50%. Moreover, p orbitals forms pi bonds by sideways overlap, brings the two carbon atoms closer to each other. So this is also reason why the bond length of the carbon-carbon triple bond is decreasing, whereas carbon single bond having higher bond length. So today we had seen about this lecture is about the bond length. It is very important because so many factors are responsible for the bond length. So मैं इसे हिंदी में भी बताना चाहूंगी. बॉन्ड लेंथ है क्या? बॉन्ड लेंथ मीन्स दो एटम के मध्य की दूरी. तो ये दूरी किस बात पे निर्भर करती है? एक तो एटम का साइज क्या है. अगर साइज बड़ा होगा तो आपकी बॉन्ड लेंथ भी ज्यादा होगी. अगर साइज छोटा है तो बॉन्ड लेंथ भी कम होगी. दूसरा फैक्टर जो है कि मल्टीप्लिसिटी ऑफ द बॉन्ड, मतलब कि सिंगल बॉन्ड है, एकल बॉन्ड है, द्विबंध है या त्रिबंध है. इस बात पे भी निर्भर करती है बॉन्ड डिस्टेंस यानी बंध लंबाई. तो यहाँ देखिए आप, सिंगल बॉन्ड की 1.54 है जबकि ट्रिपल बॉन्ड की 1.20 एंगस्ट्रॉम है. तीसरा जो है फैक्टर कि किस प्रकार का हाइब्रिडाइजेशन है, संकरण है. तो यहाँ पर अगर sp3 हाइब्रिडाइज कार्बन है तो उसमें p कैरेक्टर ज्यादा होता है. तो p कैरेक्टर, क्योंकि p जो ऑर्बिटल है वो बड़ा होता है कंपेयर टू s ऑर्बिटल. तो इसका p ऑर्बिटल बड़ा होने से अगर उस परसेंटेज भी ज्यादा है तो वहां उसकी बॉन्ड लेंथ भी ज्यादा होगी. तो ये तीसरा फैक्टर है जो उस पर निर्भर करता है. अगर हम कहें कि जो बॉन्ड लेंथ है वो इन सभी बातों पे किस तरह से निर्भर कर रहा है और इसे हम कैसे माप सकते हैं, तो ये हम जो है एक्स-रे डिफ्रैक्शन स्टडी से, न्यूट्रॉन डिफ्रैक्शन या इलेक्ट्रॉन डिफ्रैक्शन या स्पेक्ट्रल स्टडी से हम मालूम कर सकते हैं किसी भी मॉलिक्यूल में कोवेलेंट बॉन्ड का डिस्टेंस क्या है. So thank you very much for today's lecture.